Hello, and welcome to this demonstration of the Master Calendar app developed by Chameleonaire Apps. The Master Calendar app allows you to display and edit scheduled events from multiple tables within the same base. This is accomplished by setting up one or more feeds. Feeds organize records from your base according to a table, view, label field, and start and end date fields. Let's set up a few feeds to demonstrate. First, click the Add Feed button at the bottom right-hand corner. Events will show on the calendar color-coded by feed. A color is assigned automatically, but you can change it to any color in the list. We'll want to give this feed a short descriptive name. In this example, I want to display all of the draft due dates from my content publication table, so I'll set up the feed accordingly. When selecting a view, we highly recommend using a view which filters out unnecessary records. This will ensure that the app loads as fast as possible. The event label field controls the name given to the events on the calendar. This will oftentimes be the primary field, but you can choose any other field for the label. Lastly, we'll need a start field. If events don't have a defined end time, you don't need to put in an end field. Our first feed is set up. Let's add another one. For this one, I'll want to show the published dates from the same table. Lastly, let's add in some events from a different table. When we're ready, we can hit the Done button. As you can see, events were loaded onto the calendar. If we expand the sidebar, we'll be able to see all of the events currently visible in our view. If we click All Feeds, we'll notice we get a warning. I'm not currently logged into my app, which means I won't have access to all the features available. In order to edit or add new events to the calendar, or to display more than 2 feeds, you'll need to have an active subscription to Chameleonaire Apps. In order to log in, go back into the Settings panel by clicking the cogwheel up at the top and type in your password. Your username will be locked in to the email address associated with your Airtable account. At least one collaborator for the base needs to have an active subscription in order for the app to work. Whoever has that active subscription needs to be the one who logs in. Once you log in, you'll be able to see your account details, including which add-ons you're currently subscribed to. If you're subscribed to Master Calendar, you'll be able to click Done and have access to all of the feeds that you've set up. You'll notice now that we can see Social Schedule, our third feed. Since we've logged in, we can now edit records as they appear on the calendar. If we want to move this date from the 10th to the 9th, we simply click the event and drag it over. We'll get a successful message in the bottom right-hand corner once that's been completed. If we want to add a new event to the calendar, we simply need to click some date and select from which feed it should be added. It's important to select the correct feed. While Content Drafts and Content Publish are both pulling from the same table, they're referencing different date fields. If I wanted to make sure that I assign the 17th of February to the published date, I'd have to make sure that I select the appropriate feed to do so. When you switch between feeds, the value for the table input and the name of the date input change to help remind you where you're inputting the new data. If everything looks great, click Confirm. Once the record has been created, it will expand so you can add as many more details as you need. If you scroll down, we'll notice that the published date had been filled in. We can also select a day or time and assign it to an unscheduled record. These are records that are being pulled in from our selected feeds but don't currently have a start or end date filled. To do so, click Update Unscheduled Record. We'll want to select an unscheduled record from the list. You'll be able to see what the name of the record is according to the event label, what feed it's being pulled from, and which date field doesn't have a value. Let's say we want to fill in this test record here from the Content Drafts feed, which means we'll be filling in the draft due date field. It automatically detects which table that record is coming from, and again, it correctly shows which date field will be updated. Once we click the Confirm button, we'll see that the test record has been correctly assigned to February 18th. That's a rundown of the major features for the Master Calendar app. I hope you find the app useful. Thanks for watching.